option. I heard you loud and clear. Now I know I'm in my power, and you're not welcome back here. It goes 3, 2, 1. I was seeing through your mask, then I course corrected self. Your manipulative tactics you can play on someone else.
What is up, besties, and welcome to this impromptu weekend video. I was actually pulling cards to figure out what was going on with this person that's been in and out of my life for like 10 freaking years, and I'm just kind of ready to never know them again. And as I started to pull the cards, Spirit was like, no, you need to share it because this message isn't just for you. So this is to people that either there's an ex that's popping into your head right now that did you dirty, a friend that you've cut off or you're thinking about cutting off that did you dirty, a family member. You're going to know who it is. Spirit's saying it's going to pop into your head. The person that we're talking about, they never put you first. It's almost like you gave, and then they took and took and took. But then like when you weren't good, it's like crickets, like no one's around. If that resonates for you, then this message is for you. So I started it as, what do we need to know? Well, I started as, what do I need to know? But now we're going to turn it into just a quick reading. Spirit's saying you're going to have someone pop up in your head. It's someone that, yeah, I'm hearing the song, played with my emotions and you made me cry, what you do to me. And this could be an ex from like 5 years ago that's been popping up in your head. The way you'll know who this person is, they could have ghosted you. It kind of feels like leave before get left, or like maybe you put in a boundary and they're like, bet I don't need you anyway. Like it's that vibe, because it was that vibe for me too. And so I want to know what it is this person's hiding. Now, apparently it's not just me on this boat. So, all right. So I've set the intention. Whoever it is you're thinking about, like I said, this does not have to be just love. If you had, because I'm seeing like a girlfriend, like besties, but then like maybe she was competing with you. Maybe she copied your clothes. Maybe she copied your style. Maybe she acted like your friend, but you knew she was talking shit about you behind your back. If this is a family member, then it's like, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm big, you're small, and there's nothing you could do about it. Same thing with the relationship. There is a need for power and rigidity. They could have Virgo placements. Anyway, they're popping up for you so that you can release them once and for all, because you want to be in alignment with a healthier connection, friendship, just people in general. You're releasing the old. It's reminding me of fall. It's like we're shedding the skin, the snake skin, you know what I mean? And so this person, this should give you your answer. So, all right, Spirit, I know I said I wasn't going to channel, but let's just channel lightly. Now, I keep being drawn to the skull head on my desk, which always reminds me of an ego death, a spiritual awakening, or just kind of seeing shit for what it is. But then the skull also reminds me of there's nothing left, right? Like the face is gone, that person's dead. Yeah, I'm hearing the song, The Old Me is Dead and Gone, Dead and Gone. So I feel like a lot of us have been growing, we've been healing, and it's almost like, why can't so-and-so come with me? Why can't so-and-so get their shit together? Why can't they appreciate me? Why can't they, what I'm hearing is like, I did the work. Why can't you meet me halfway? And it's like, Spirit wants to tell you that it's their demons. It's their trauma. Like they're drawing me to my haunted house tarot deck, and on the top is the Fool card, and the woman is running away scared. So it's like, a lot of times people will act out in anger and ignorance because you're touching a part of them that they're not ready to have been touched yet. So with sacrifice coming out and 7 on the sacrifice card, this was destined to happen. They were destined to fall out of your life because it's almost like you have to put on a facade when you're around them. You have to wear armor, kind of like, I got to stay in my shell. I have to move strategically because I can't show all of me because you don't see me to begin with. And so with the downcast pride and alone in the world reverse, whoever this person is for you, they have a victim mentality. They do not like change. They don't like being told what to do. For those of you that it could be an ex, maybe they were a cheater and it's like, I don't want you on Facebook official, something like that. If it was a bestie, maybe they didn't tag you all the time, or like you tag them, but they didn't tag you back. There's something here where it's like, I have a lot of hidden shame that I'm not talking about. And it's seeping into me and it's seeping into my heart. Notice like the veins of the tree type of vibe there. And so it's like, and then I'm also being drawn to the fact that this person has like big ears. So I feel like whoever this person is, like they nitpick themselves. They don't feel like they're good enough. They don't feel like they're hot enough. They don't feel like they're smart enough. They don't feel like they're wise enough. And so with downcast pride having a new moon on it, it's like you needed to see them for who they are. It always reminds me of the quote. I quote it to my clients all the time. I was so busy wondering if you liked me that I never stopped to think if I like you. And so the shame that they felt, they buried it and then projected it onto you so that they wouldn't have to take accountability for growing up, making amends, admitting that they were at fault, doing the wrong thing, talking shit. I just feel like whoever this person is, they have the emotional maturity of like a teenager. And I think you just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. So it's like, what are we going to do? With that sacrifice card, it's like, and I think that you had to withhold your emotions too with it almost being a full moon, but not really. It's like, I think that they would trigger you, but then you might have like tried to see the best in them, try to think best case scenario. But this person, I hate to say it, but I just heard runs with pride and I heard lost cause. So it's like whoever this person is, they're armored up too in a different way. You had to protect yourself because you knew that they were emotionally unavailable to some capacity, but they're on the offense at the same time. So how is a relationship that's healthy ever going to come of this? Because this person's coming in like everybody's out to get me. It's dog versus dog or dog eat dog. And I can't trust you. You got to prove to me why I should take my armor off. Whereas you started with no armor. I'm going to love. I'm going to put my heart out there. And then you started to realize, oh, I need to start protecting myself because you don't act right. It's almost giving me like, you might have picked up on them saying things where it was like, you know how people try to pretend like an insult is a joke? Like, oh, you put on a couple pounds lately. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. You can't take a joke. Like, that's kind of the vibe here. I feel like they're nitpicky, but it's because they're nitpicky internally. So again, when we don't look at who we are on the inside, we project it outwards and then we get the triggers and then we figure out what it is. So this person tried to tear you down because they feel like a victim. But with Alone in the World in the reverse, it's their own doing. It's like, I don't know how to connect with people with my heart. I'm always looking at what's in it for me because Alone in the World is in reverse. And look at, she's naked. She's vulnerable. And it's like, I'm not willing to be vulnerable because remember how we just talked about the armor here? So it's like, you were trying to create a union with the 2 in the 20. You were trying to create a harmony, an equal give and take. But this also reminds me of like 2 10s coming together. So I feel like there's been multiple times where you knew an ending was coming, but you didn't want to face it, but you were slowly unraveling a lot of triggers and wounds. This person was meant to teach you a lot about yourself, what you want, what you don't want, so that moving forward, you make connections that are of the heart, connections where you're like, I'm not lying to myself. It's giving me limerence, and if you don't know what that is, it's like when you don't have enough time with someone. This definitely happens with long distance relationships, so you might have been one of those where it's like, all the what ifs, you know, like we could be this, we could be a power couple, we could be those besties that start a podcast, like could be, but it always fell short because the person never ever wanted to level up. And then noticing the 7 and then the 6, the 7 coming before the 6, it's like, I don't want to grow up. I don't want to take the steps necessary. Do it for me. Don't complain about how I am. Don't complain about who I am. I'll get you before you get me. And it's just all these wounds that really boil down to, I don't feel like I'm enough. I'm terrified you're going to abandon me. So it gives me like leave before getting left. And then with the fact that this kind of looked like a butterfly in my peripheral for a second, I feel like you've grown out of this. You might be mentally still attached to this person, but emotionally it's just like, why? Why did you do that? You knew that I was a good person and you did me like that. Why? And hopefully this will give you the answer as to why it happened. All right, continue. This gives me the vibe. Okay, so if it's a relationship, they were terrified that you would have power over them. They don't like not being controlled. They're not very grounded. They're in a survival state. And again, this will still fit for friendships, but with like friendships or like a family member, it's like, why are you kicking up shit when I've already put it under the rug? Why do you have a problem when I got something to say? And it's very projection-y. It's like, oh, you think you're hot shit and I need to bring you down a peg because if you're going to be in my life, I need to know that I'm the one that's top dog. And so I think some of you, either you feel like you should or you've already done it where you've barked back, where you're like, who the fuck are you to say this to me? How can you treat me this way? You might have said it nicely. It depends. It feels like a spectrum with you guys. Some of you might have just kind of pushed it down and pushed it down. So Spirit's telling you it's time to have the hard talk. We don't need to name call. We just need to facts. You know what I mean? Like when I started this, I cut that person off myself. And I said very nicely in a message, I was like, you're not showing up for me. You say a lot, but when it's time to do it, you don't do. But then you lean on me when you need support. It's not fair. And I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles in reverse in my mind's eye. So it's like, you realize that this wasn't worth it. You're done. Like or you're getting into this place where you're like, should I be done? And if you're asking that question, yes, because whoever this person is for you, they have a lot of shame. They don't feel good within themselves. And it's like, it feels like a feral cat. It's like, you need to, yeah, I'm hearing the song, still watch what you say to me, because I got what it takes to rock the mic, right? Which is just, again, give me the vibe of like, my ego's so big to make up for the fact that inside I feel so small. Yeah. Artificial heart right under downcast pride. I think maybe in their earlier years, especially, they might have got picked on in like grammar school or whatever. Maybe they were picked on in relationships, friendships, whoever this is for you. So it's like, I'm going to get you before you get me. And eventually it's like they cut their heart off and they're just not growing anymore. Because 3 reminds me of expansion. And it's like, if I'm going to expand, then I'm going to do it at the cost of someone else. Because notice the black and white here. It's like, I can't feel fully. I can't trust myself fully. I can't love fully. If this is a relationship, they might have a sex addiction, because I'm being drawn to the BDSM type of vibe. I feel like if this is a ex connection, situationship, whatever, this person, they like the aggression, they like the fights, they like sex over emotions because they don't know how to tap into their heart with the artificial heart on the card. It's like, I don't know how to do that. So if we're going to collaborate with the 3 here, again, reminds me of 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. It's like, we need to do something that it's like high risk, high reward in their mind. It's like, if it's a dude, I'm going to get the hottest girl. I'm going to fuck her brains out. She's not going to touch my heart though, because I only see people as, and this is friendship too, I only see people as like Pokemon. It's like people I can collect. The only color on this card is green, and it's in the eyes, and it's on the mouth, and it's on the third eye. So it's like, I know intuitively with the green here that I should be getting into my heart, but I don't do it. The eyes here, I did have feelings. I did care. I was emotionally invested in you, the viewer. But with the green over the mouth being closed, it's like, but I'm not going to give my heart away. It's just not going to happen. What has that ever done for me is what I'm hearing. And so this person just could not open up the way you wanted them to. Yeah, I won't cry for you in the reverse. One thing I will say is I do think that if you did walk away or if you plan on walking away, it depends on where you're at, this person will put on a front like they're not bothered, but with I won't cry for you still coming out, but reversed, it's like I'm going to put on a facade like I don't care, but deep down this just hurts me more, which is then ironically doubling down on their belief of like, well, see, this is the point. I can't trust people. And this person, whoever they are, Spirit's like, if they don't work on their shit soon, they're going to close off their heart completely. And like, if it's someone you dated, you ain't got to worry about them having a loving connection because they don't know how to tap into it. It reminds me a lot of my Justin Bieber reading where it's like he had 2 paths where he could use his pain for good, like making music, whatever, using it for like a project, or he could just do drugs and go backwards. So this person feels like they're at a crossroads where it's like they're getting more and more numb to emotions. So they're becoming more cold. I wouldn't be shocked if some of you are like, I call this person a narcissist all the time. They're a narcissist. I wouldn't say they're fully narcissistic. I would just say they have ignored their heart's calling for so long that like they don't even know what it is. It's like I don't even hear it anymore. And then with I won't cry for you with the little tears on it. It's like deep down, they know they lost a good one, but it's like you're not buying into my bullshit anymore with them holding the little... I know my conspiracy theorist loves to say that that's the blood of you, yeah, no. But anyway, I think, especially with the blue around this, I think they made you stifle your voice. I think that you felt like you were always in combat, because I'm seeing like the 5 of Swords in my mind's eye, and it's like, I think you probably shed a lot of real tears for this person. And yeah, I'm hearing the song When I Come Around, and I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like this person, whoever this is for you, they're an opportunist, and it's like, whenever you walk away, you might have walked away more than once. Take what resonates, because it's like, they'll be back. They'll take me back. They'll be my friend again. They'll go get over it, because in their mind, it's like, it's not that deep. Like, this is the type of person that'll take back unhealthy connections. This is the type of person that'll chase people that are completely bad for them, because again, they see people as an object to be won, so that they can go and say, see, I am perfect. See, I am worthy. See, I do matter. And it's coming from childhood, where like they never dealt with what it is that they didn't have. I feel I need to pull 2 more and then go from there. Gilded regret. Yeah, 5 is reversed. So again, uncomfortable with change. If you're a long timer, these always remind me of the 10 of Swords. So a self-sabotage. And it's like, what did I do? But with gilded regret also in the reverse, it's like, but I'm not going to look at it though. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to pretend that it doesn't bother me, and I'm going to push it down and push it down. And again, Spirit's like, this person, if they don't work on their shit, eventually artificial heart's going to be their main energy, where they don't feel anything at all. This worries me because, first of all, I pulled it for someone specific, but then Spirit told me we could turn this into a general message. If this person doesn't work on themselves, I see them developing, redeveloping, almost like an addictive behavior. And this could go in many forms, right? Like this could be a sex addiction. I felt that before. This could be getting into drugs. This could be alcoholism. I hope not, given who I pulled. Maybe just addicted to escaping their lives, because it's like they want relationships. Yeah, I'm hearing my way or the highway. It's their way or no way at all. And then they destroy the people that have good hearts. But then they fabricate their own bullshit to help fit their delusional story. This person is so... do they have Pisces placements? Those watching this video, is there Pisces placements? Because it's almost like they're in a world of their own. I mean, Queen of My World, bringing back to that, their reality is not real. And so I feel like you might have dealt with things where it's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, why are we fighting about this? What is the problem? I don't understand. Like, that's what I'm hearing. It's like, I don't get it. And it's like, because they've created a world of their own to survive, and they're miserable, and they don't know how to connect with people the right way anymore, because it's just like, Spirit's just showing me with time, they're further and further away from their heart. Today for tomorrow in reverse, I wasn't thinking, especially with these 5s here, I wasn't thinking about my future. I wasn't thinking about sharing my emotions. I wasn't thinking about connection. I was just trying to survive. And this person's been in a survival state for a long time, and they just, whether or not their life still needs to be that way, they don't know how to get out of it. If this is a guy, they may have replaced you for like a lookalike, or just another girl that tries to like fit. The girl might even be jealous of you. Again, take that if it resonates, because this reminds me of like, you ever see how like the new girlfriend sometimes becomes like you? That's kind of giving me that vibe too. If this was a girlfriend that's like a friendship, or a guy friend friendship, maybe they copied a lot of what you did, and now it's like, who am I without you? Whoever this person is, they hate change. They're uncomfortable. They don't know how to be themselves. They don't know how to love. And so unfortunately, until this person goes to therapy, gets help, admits the shit that they've packed down, they're not going to be able to have a hearty connection with anyone. What's the back deck? The Revenge. Oh, geez. I think whoever this is for you, you saw through the bullshit. They might have had a pretty exterior, but their inside's ugly, right? Ugly heart, but a beautiful, you know, like, not to call out celebrities here, but I gotta, like, look at Blake Lively, right? Like, not exactly the best character. Jada Pinkett Smith. It's kind of giving me those type of vibes where it's like, I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me. Maybe this person blocked you. Maybe you blocked them. Maybe that's been an ongoing thing. But this person, with all these 5s, it's like I'm hearing the song, fuck you and your mom and your sister and your job. With Revenge being the last card, they they see you as a threat. They don't see you as a hearty connection. Even if you moved with love in your heart, they don't see anything that way. Because this also reminds me of the Two of Swords. It's like, I'm going to cut you off before you cut me off. I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me. And look at all this darkness. There's no color like that card, right? So it's like they see things in black and white. It's like, if you know what it's reminding me of, and I quote this all the time, people that shit talk all the time and they're like, oh, I know that person's shit talking me. But you think that because it's the reality that you have, right? So like, maybe it's a guy that was cheating on you and then you fought for yourself and it's like, oh, it's because you want to fuck other dudes. Like a lot of projection, a lot of, oh, you're hitting my wounds and I can't handle it. And so whoever this person is, they need to go, because it just keeps reminding me of the Two of Swords. This person's not going to get better. They're not going to do better. They're not going to love you better. They don't know how to love themselves. And if they don't know how to love themselves, this is why there's so much communication issues between you guys. I keep hearing never knew how to love, because it's like, you come from a place of your heart. They come from a place of ego. You guys speak different languages. It would be like an all Spanish speaker talking to an all English speaker and then getting mad at each other because you can't understand. It's like, no one's at fault. You just don't speak the same language. You're not on the same frequency. And frankly, this person is in a scarcity, pain, lack mindset. You don't deserve to be around that. You deserve better. And so because you picked up on their bullshit, that's why they see you as a threat. It's like, I feel like they put on an illusion for people, and a lot of people tend to buy into it. They could, like I said, they could be really attractive, but who they are on the inside is they don't know who they are. And so they kind of mirror other people like, oh, you want me to be into astrology? I'm into astrology. Oh, you like video games? I like video games. Like very much chameleon energy. And with peaceful among thorns, triumph of lies. Yeah, this person is just so... They don't know how to be present. They don't know how to be calm. They don't know how to enjoy their life, be mindful. And so it's like their relationships require them, for their own happiness in some fucked up way, chaos. They want the chaos. They want you to buy the illusion. They want to manipulate you and catch you in their web of bullshit. And then whenever you stick up for yourself, it's like, oh, how dare you? How dare you call me on my piss poor behavior? Like, that's the vibe, and it's selfish and it's disgusting. So I'm going to pull a couple message oracles and then we're going to leave it there. All right, besties. So I'm going to finish this with some oracles. As always, thank you guys so much for sitting through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. If this resonates, please let me know in the comment section down below, because then I'll do a little bit more of these from time to time. Even just my silent watchers, if you just leave an emoji, I'd really appreciate that, just so more people can find these videos. And yeah, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. All right, what does the collective need to know? What should we know about this person? You were the best thing in my life, in reverse. It's like they always fuck up good things. They don't know how. One thing I'll say is, whether they'll admit it or not, if it was a friend, lover, whatever, you got closest to their heart, to them being vulnerable. I think that you're probably empathic, or, you know, just a sensitive person. I'm feeling a little bit of water placements in this, but if nothing else, it's like there was a hearty connection here that they hadn't felt before. And so because of that, it's like, oh no, you're getting too close. And so they had to push away. Yeah, I'm hearing the song, you pushing, I'm pulling away. I feel like this is going to be more of a closure video, to be honest. The timing just wasn't right for us. This could have been, again, like I said, maybe it was a runaround type of situation where you guys like tried and tried to get, yeah, I'm hearing the song, dust yourself off and try again. So it's like, I keep trying. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Because you're moving from heart. They're moving from control, ego, it's like you're a prize to be won in their eyes. You don't know how hard it was to let you go in reverse. Especially for those of you that this is relationship related. This could be someone, again, who like puts you on ice, hot and cold, and you don't know where you stand with them, and then you feel crazy, and then it's like, am I crazy? Am I the problem? And it's like, no, you're not the problem. Look at all these reversal energies. I feel like you never knew where you fully stood with this person either, because all this reversal energy, it's like, I feel these emotions, but I'm not going to share them with you, because then you could, I think whoever this person is, at some point in their life, someone manipulated their kindness, and then one day they were like, you know what, I'm never going to open my heart again, and unfortunately it got so bad that now they've become the thing that hurt them. And that's another thing that you might be missing. But this person, they're never going to give you the love that you want. They're never going to open up the way that you want them to. They're not like, and I hate to say that, but you guys know I always want to tell the truth. This person doesn't want to grow. They don't want to change. They want someone to carry them. They want someone to put up with their trauma. I see someone like throwing a fit and being like, well, I've been through this and I've been through that. You don't even understand my struggle and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bitch, I've been through like 57 struggles this year and I still came out of it with grace and love, but you just throw me away after everything I do for you? Fuck that. Like, this person's just selfish. They don't know how to take care of a good thing. And if this is like a love interest or whatever, the next person they be with, it's going to be shallow. They're going to fight. It's going to rinse, wash, repeat. If this is a friendship that became a frenemy, they'll meet another friend. They'll probably throw it in your face as well, but it's going to be the same issues because they attract the yin to their yang so that they can heal. That's how the universe works. And so because they are so emotionally avoidant, fearful attachment style, they're going to always attract people that force them to get triggered so that eventually they'll crack and then they'll break so that they can heal. It reminds me of, you guys have told me what it's called, that I think it's like an Asian thing where like they break a vase and then they remake it and it's like more beautiful. It's kind of that vibe. It's like if they choose to heal, which I don't see coming anytime soon, especially if this is someone that you might be holding out hopes for, bestie, it's not happening anytime soon. They don't want to change. It works for them. I really feel like they might have pretty privilege. I just heard they don't have to change. They just replace people with other people. They see people as objects, tangible. I wonder if you are happy without me in the reverse. They try real hard not to think about you. They try to lie to themselves. And I just see someone being like, how can they be happy without me? I was the one that held them up. I was the one. And it's like, I just keep getting Pisces energy. You're delusional. You're lying to yourself. Now, that's not all Pisces, but it's the unevolved energy of that. It's like, I don't want to think about you. I'm pushing the feelings away. And also, if this person pops up in your head a lot and you're like, I thought I was over this. Why do I keep thinking back to this person? Bestie, it's because they're thinking about you. Look at all this reversal energy. This is like, it's reminding me of the Rascal Flatts song, Words I Didn't Say, where it's like, what do I do now that you're gone? No backup plan, no second chance, and no one left to blame. So it's like, this person might be slowly releasing. I mean, they're doing everything they can not to feel their feelings, but because you're the thing that's coming up, you might be thinking back to them, and then you're like, what the fuck? I thought I was over this. I think there's little fragments still left in your energy field. However, I do think you're mostly over this. It's more of a mixture of a mental attachment, like, how could you do me like that? Because I think you've been working on yourself. So it's like, I wouldn't move that way. How the fuck did you do that? But then I also feel like there might be like some sort of telepathic psychic connection where you're still like, if they think about you, it dings in your head and vice versa. It's like, you guys would benefit from a cord cutting meditation, especially if you want to be done with this person, which, bestie, I think you should be done with this person. I want to feel that way again. This person has a tendency of numbing. Some form of escapism. Could be drugs, could be as simple as watching TV all day. They don't know how to feel. Look at all these reverse cards. This is insane. You guys saw me shuffle. I mean, you didn't see me do the shuffle that I did in the beginning, but that's fine. Because I want to feel that way. And again, in the reverse is like, that is how I feel. Like, these are the things that I'm feeling. But because the reverse, it's like I'm ignoring it. So it's like, I think about you. I miss it. I want that. What could have been? Nope, don't want to think about it. I'm going to push it away. Maybe I'll drink. Maybe I'll party. Whatever. Same thing. I wonder if you're happy without me. They get into their feelings. Did I fuck up? Did I throw away a good thing? Nope, it's their fault. Their fault. Very childish. This definitely fits the person I was talking about. It's time for me to heal now. Some of them are being called to heal. So they might be in this place where it kind of seems like they're selfish. Kinda-ish. But they're not in a place to be giving to anyone anyway. So I think the universe is trying to seclude them from everyone, people, places, anything that they usually use to distract. Like, oh God, I don't mean to call this dude out. And if somehow he sees this video, bro, I'm really not trying to call you out. I'm not going to say your name. Don't worry. But with this card, especially for who I originally pulled this for, this person was an alcoholic like myself. They ended up getting their second arrest. And it's like everything was ripped away from them because now they have to be sober. So all their friends are falling away because we were in the same, posse of people. And those people don't stick around if you're not drinking and partying. So you might relate to that to some extent where like maybe this person's being pulled away from things that originally, like maybe it was a girl that had a lot of girlfriends, but now all their friends are falling away. Maybe it's someone you were dating and they used to get out and always get bitches. But lately they're not getting bitches. It's like the universe is forcing them to look at themselves. And this is going to take a while because that's the only one that's upright. And then all of this just feels like all of this, how do I word this? I don't know why I heard janky. All of this suppressed emotions that they just don't want to touch. I'm going to pull a couple more and then we'll call it because I did not know this was going to be a 30-minute video. This is supposed to be quick, but y'all, it's me. So please let me know if you enjoy it. Please let me know. And thank you to everyone that sits through the ads. I hid who I really am for you in the reverse. No, they kind of did. What I'm seeing is it was seeping out. So it's like I started under a guise, but then it's, so again, like if it was a girlfriend and you're a girl, it'd be like, you're my best friend, I love you so much. But then like as you got more comfortable, it's like, oh, you put on that weight, or oh, do you really think you should be wearing that shirt, or oh, you're gonna date that guy. Like a lot of pettiness, a lot of I don't feel good within myself, you're shining too much, let me bring you down a peg. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. This person was meant to come into your life. They were meant to either be whoever this person is, you had a soul contract with ahead of coming into this life, where it was like, we are meant to teach each other the yin to the yang. So again, I think you guys are more the type to touch into your emotions, water placements in particular, potentially, where this person comes off as more like earth and air, maybe even a little bit of fire. It doesn't matter. It's like this person was meant to teach you to stand firm in what you want, what you don't want. They were supposed to show you everything that you didn't want, but also things that you did want so that you could go, okay. It's kind of like, this is how I explain it to a lot of my clients. Ice cream, right? You're not going to know what your favorite ice cream is until you try more than one flavor. Think of like those yogurt places, right? And they give you all these samples. It's like you have to figure out what you like and what you don't like. How do you know that you don't like chocolate ice cream unless you tried chocolate ice cream? You know what I mean? So it's like you had to learn what you didn't like and them vice versa. You guys actually taught each other a lot. Like whether or not this person would admit it, I just heard over my dead body, so they're not going to admit it. But you learned a lot. Like it's almost like if this is a friend, it's like I learned that I need friends that I can rely on. I need friends that ride for me. Same thing with relationships, family, whatever. You realized what is a non-negotiable, a red flag, an unacceptable, and that's what it was always meant to be. This person wasn't supposed to stand the test of time. They were supposed to test you so that you could go, enough is enough, I choose me. I mean, look at all of these reversals. The only one upright is the heel card. And I don't even feel like this is a choice because as I'm looking at that, I'm seeing the Tower card in my mind's eye. I wish I had treated you better in the reverse. Yeah, it's like they don't want to look at themselves. They refuse to admit that they treated you poorly. And so it's like, I'm just going to project and say that you treated me bad. Oh, you left because you have boundaries? Screw you. You're the asshole. Or I'm walking away from you because you called me on my shit. So you're the asshole. Like, no matter what, it's like, you're the asshole. And it's like, dude, grow up. I will wait for a sign from you in reverse. Whoever this person is, I feel like for a lot of you, they're watching your social media. Just take that if it resonates. Some of you might not have as many social media. That's fine. But this is giving me more of a vibe of like, I want you to come back to me. Do I want you in my life? Yes, but it's to play the same games because I'm seeing the wheel of fortune in reverse in my mind's eye. So with this, I will wait for a sign from you in the reverse. It's like, no, you need to come to me. And I think that might have been something that happened for some of you. Again, take what resonates, where especially if it was like a relationship, break up, I'm done, I've had enough, but then something makes you feel like you should go back, but then you go back. So it's like, I'm not going to try. They're like, I'm not going to try because I'm not going to fix it. And frankly, I got you wrapped around my finger. That's what I just heard. Fuck you for that. I got you wrapped around my finger. So I'll just wait until you come back and we'll just do it again. It's not that deep. Like they do not take into account how you feel. They do not take into account that you matter. They don't care. It's me, 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 me. This is like, maybe some of them are full blown narcissistic. But it's a selfishness above all else. I left when I saw it. Someone could have been jealous. Again, take what resonates. But this kind of gives me the vibe of like, I can't handle, like if it was a relationship, I don't like seeing you talk to other men, or I don't like the idea of you being with other men. If this was a friendship, I got to be the best of the friends. I'm number one. You can't have other friends. Whoever this person is, because the wound of abandonment is so strong, it's like leave before you get left. That's the energy. And then last card. I know that I crossed the line with you in reverse. It's like they know, but they don't. Yeah, I'm hearing I don't want to know. So it's like a self-delusion. I wouldn't be shocked if whoever this is for you has Pisces placements, because I just feel a lot of delusion. Again, not to say Pisces are. It's just like, for instance, look at Justin Bieber, right? Great example of a none of all Pisces. Not talking about what he's going through, leaning on drugs and alcohol. So again, that could be what you were dealing with this person. And if the roles were somehow reversed, then obviously realize that it's time for you to heal. Don't push people away, stuff like that. But I think for 99.9% of you, you're the one that got hurt. And so Spirit wanted you to know that this needs to end, especially with this being the last card before I pull the back deck. I know that I crossed the line with you in reverse. This is like, I'm going to cross that line as many times as you let me. If you let me come back tomorrow, I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to treat you just as trashy as I did the first time. If you keep letting me come back, I'm going to do the exact same thing as last time. I don't want to grow, and no one's going to make me. And because you keep coming back, why would I change? Like, it reminds me of when you're with someone for a really long time and you leave, you come back, you leave, you come back. I actually just recently got this because I was thinking about someone that used to do it to me, you know, when you put the shoe on the other foot. Maybe there's someone you could think about that used to block you, come back, block you, come back. Eventually, you don't take their leaving very serious. And that's ironically what I had to deal with the spouse of mine that passed away. So it's like, I think you might tell them off, but inevitably forgive them and come back. Spirit's telling you, like, this needs to be the last time. Or you need to start realizing where you're kind of failing yourself here, because this person doesn't love you as much as you love them. They don't know how to love. They think that love means manipulation. They think that love means playing games. They think that love means someone needs to be in control, and it's sure as shit not going to be you. Like, that's their energy. And I just want to point out that the only two cards that are up is it's time for me to heal, and I left when I saw you with someone else. So it's like the universe is forcing them to heal because they won't fucking change. And then I left when I saw you with someone else. They're admittedly jealous. They're admittedly like, there ain't room enough for more than one person. Like, it's just selfish jealousy and a lot of repressed emotions that would probably just leak out onto you, and it's just not worth the time. You and I were too young. This gives me more the vibe of, like, again, take what resonates, but this is like emotional maturity. Maybe you guys met when you were younger, and then you grew up and grew out of each other. Because again, it feels like this was fated, but to learn what you like and what you don't like taste testing. So it's like, maybe you made sense at one point, but you don't anymore. Maybe you guys were friends in high school, growing out of each other. Maybe you guys started dating when you were younger. Now your brain's fully developed. You're a different person now. Whatever this is, you were meant to meet each other when you were less solid within yourself. Sorry, I'm moving so much. The energy's uncomfortable. But you felt like less solid within yourself, both of you. But as you're growing, like, I just see you growing emotionally while they are trying to grow financially, 3D, what people think of me, that type of stuff. So it's like your priorities, they're not in alignment. What you care about in this lifetime, what matters to you, what lights you up, it's just not the same. And maybe they did put on some kind of like illusion where it's like, I wouldn't know how else to word this other than, why am I now hearing Taylor Swift? We were both young when I first saw you. It's like, I can't lie anymore. And I think both of you are probably getting to this place, but with them, because of the ego, they would take you back. It's just they're not going to run after you because, frankly, it's like, meh, don't need you. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. They project their toxicity onto other people and blame it on them. All right, so that one. We both know I'm not the one for you. In reverse, it's like, I know it, but I don't want to admit it, whether it's a friend, family, loved one. We don't match anymore. Maybe we did when we were younger. We don't anymore. We both know it. We have to accept it. This feels more like the higher self coming in. It's like, it's okay to let me go. It's okay to realize that this isn't going to work. Because I feel like for some of us, there's like a 50-50 split where some of you, the person might be a little bit more manipulative. So it's like when they realize they're losing you, they may come back. And Spirit's kind of like, be careful. Yeah, now I'm hearing Cardi B, be careful with me. Do you know what you're doing? Whose feelings that you hurting and bruising? You gonna get the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you losing? Be careful with me. It's like you were supposed to learn that. And then I lost myself for a little while. This person just doesn't know who they are. And so it's like I'm clinging to people like they're Pokemon to be caught, but I'm not going to actually treat them with kindness and give back because I don't even give to myself. I don't even love myself. How am I supposed to love you? How am I supposed to love me? I feel you leaving me behind. Yeah, I think this is, you're being called to let this person go. You're being called to realize that you deserve more. Yeah. And of course, this is right next to this card, right? I want to be more than friends next to I feel you leaving me behind. So it's like when you've had enough, that's when they want to come back. Or when you've had enough, that's when they start to disappear instead of taking accountability for their actions. It's always going to be mind games. It's always going to be playing with your heart. And it's never going to be a hearty connection because it's just not, it's not what you're supposed to. Yeah, I'm hearing John Legend. This is how love's supposed to be. And then I'm seeing an X. It's like, this is not how love's supposed to be. And I think deep down we know that. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. Please let me know if it resonates. I know sometimes people like to tip me. There's no pressure, but if you do feel called, my Venmo and Cash App is the Karmic DF. But anyway, if you liked this, just let me know in the comments down below. Leave a heart emoji if you're a silent watcher. Like the video. I'd really appreciate that. Share it if you feel like you're like, oh my God, my friend Tina, this is for her. Like, if that's the case, feel free to share it. But I'm going to leave it here, bestie. Let me know if you enjoy these so that, you know, maybe I'll make more in the future. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. See you later.
Life's complicated, we all have our faults. The more we are separate, we close off our hearts. No vulnerability and we can't connect. Lean on our vices to try and forget that we're only human, we all want the same. Egos and pride differ when we're to blame. Now you're alone in tears asking God why. Imagine what happened if we simply tried.